Guys, welcome back to another video of Crystal Games. I hope you guys are having a good day. Today is a new series. Well, one that was recommended by my friend, but also one like a double series. The I Rate series, and I rewatched the entire MCU series. I already watched 3 of the movies in chronological order, by the way. So, okay, I do want to say I will be skipping Loki the series because I already watched it and did a full video on it. So I'm gonna put in here and I'm gonna put them in order in the playlist. But I'm gonna start with Captain America, the First Avenger. Very good movie. Better than the very first episode than What If. So I'm gonna be starting out with Captain America, the First Avenger, and I gotta say, I missed that movie. I haven't watched that movie in forever, and it was very good. It had a lot more emotion than the very first episode of What If. So I do got, and I will rate them, of course. I will rate them, but it's not gonna be in the title anymore that I rate. No, it's gonna say I watched this yada yada. Like I said, this is just a few seconds ago. I will not put I rate in the titles or in the thumbnails anymore. I'm just gonna say that I watched this movie from the MCU. I rewatched this movie from the MCU again, and yeah, that's all. That's really all I'm gonna put. But anyways, the next, okay, I will say my first thought rating is gonna be, of course, 9 out of 10. I will change as I explain and try to keep it short and simple. Anyways, we start off with Steve Rogers again gets rejected by the military for him having so many different diseases like asthma, being super small, being 90 pounds, just like me. I will say I weight as Steve Rogers. Don't worry, I don't have asthma, but we start off with that, and it was a very nice scene, I will say, showing us how Steve was trying to, someone fell right here, to join the army, to join with his friend, because his father fought in, like, I'm guessing World War I in the 1107, no, in the 107, and it showed how he actually wanted to join the very same one that his friend Bucky, Sergeant Bucky Barnes, I think I said it right. Whatever. But so he wanted to join with them, and of course he kept getting rejected because of his issues. And then we see a few scenes later where he goes to the movies to, go see a movie, and we see that someone's being disrespectful because of the propaganda, the American propaganda at the time. So Steve Rogers tells him to shut up, and a fight ensues in an alley where he says the famous line that you'll always never forget: "I can do this all day." And that's when we get introduced to um, um Sergeant Bucky. Is Captain America's best friend since like childhood, and so he invites him to an expo where he got like 2 girls, one for him and one, like a double date basically. And so we see that, and as we see that, we see the Star X. I'm guessing it's the very first Stark Expo to ever happen, where he shows that in a few years he creates a flying vehicle. Of course, that never happens because look at the current MCU, never happened. So we see that, and basically he gets disinterested, I guess, when it fails. He finds out that there are also in the Stark Expo, there's also where you can try out to be again a soldier, but this time we see Dr. Erskine, whatever his name was, and see like a little fight between Bucky and Steve keep saying that's illegal. Fake documents. We see that Dr. Erskine, I think it was, actually, well, what's going on here? Actually chooses Steve as the candidate for the super soldier serum. So he accepts him into, the army, and we see like a little start where Steve is being a smartass and surpassing every single people with his heart, and even protecting while they set off a fake grenade. Even though it was a fake grenade, he still went in and pushed people off when they tried to go near him because he thought it was an actual grenade, and then he says, "Is this a test?" Which was kind of funny. So I'm gonna try to say this quick. He gets chosen. They have a little talk with Erskine about staying with the same mind of a good man. And then the very next day, they take him to like this pawn shop, I guess. I think it was. And that where it's actually being held, the secret stuff. And so the experimentation begins. Uh, and and Peggy Carter, Captain Carter. Well, not Captain Carter. This is not the what if, but Agent Carter goes, of course, thing that didn't make it into the what ifs. So inside the room where everything starts, and so of course we see this real estate agent, I guess. I don't remember, and seeing how he's an Hydra agent, Hydra soldier, and as soon as it works, as we see it working, the super soldier serum, he makes the place blow up, kills Dr. Erskine, and basically there's a whole chase scene, which I really enjoyed. It was well coordinated. I do want to quickly mention, this is like already way past the scene where Red Skull goes and takes the Tesseract from the church, and so now they were testing on it, and were able to create the perfect energy source. And then of course we, as it's tradition, I guess, with the Captain Americas, we see how they're made into this show, like for propaganda. Then we see that he finds out that Bucky Barnes was captured, and so then his very first action scene as Captain America, we see him go save Bucky, which was actually being tested for, the Winter Soldier. We see Red Skull for the first time, like his actual true self without his face mask, you could say. After him being chased by Captain America, they believed that Steve Rogers, which was his only super soldier because the death of Dr. Erskine, they think of him dead. They make, the letter of him as a failure. And then we see them walking back into the camp where they start, planning a whole process on the next war areas where they have to attack. We go through this whole like movie thing for more propaganda, but actually showing the fight scenes and stuff like that. And so now we go into the scene where, of course, we lose our dear Bucky, and where it continues off into the rest of the series. He turns into Winter Soldier. Anyway, after that, it's sad and all. Steve actually shows emotion, but continues against the fight against Red Skull, and we head into the very last important scene where they find out that every important city on the map is gonna get nuked, and so we head into the final scene where it's a whole giant battle. We see the entire space because of the Tesseract, being, I guess, kind of damaged. That's why it's no longer glowing as it was in the beginning of the movie. Then he's disintegrated and turned into the Reaper, the Soul Reaper, back in the planet where you have to get the Soul Stone by killing your loved one or destroying your loved one, I guess. So the movie ends with, well, of course I will say the end, like the very last scene, where we see him, of course, going down into the ice. And of course we head into the scene after the post-credit scene where we see him waking up in like, looks like a hospital bed from the 19th, from the like 1940-ish, and we find out he's been freezed for 70 years. He missed his dance with Peggy, of course, sad. And so the movie ends right there. Anyways, I will say it was a very good movie. Everything. There's still like a few scenes kind of didn't like, but that's why I'm still gonna keep the 9 out of 10. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment if you want. I really appreciate it. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.